So today we are actually taking a look at one of my all-time favorite songs, and I kind of actually forget the origin story of kind of how I discovered all of this. If I recall correctly, I think all I just heard is that there was a time period to where in kind of like the late 80s, early 90s, rock and roll was kind of like shifting. Hair bands were kind of taken over metal, and basically grunge was kind of rising to the top as like the premier genre to really like focus on and listen to. And I think out of all the people that I've heard, it was Rob Halford of everybody that was like, I heard that he left Judas Priest. And I was like, wait, he left Judas Priest? Like, he is the voice of Judas Priest. And you mean to tell me Rob Halford left Judas Priest to start up a new band? And I think, if I recall correctly, this was like years ago. For me, I think this was probably like maybe 2010, 2014-ish. I did not know about this. So I think eventually at some point, I think I found myself on a computer, and at some point I was like, I'm just going to search this up. So I ended up like typing in, I forget if I even remember the name of the band, but I just remember typing up like Rob Halford, like different band, other band than Judas Priest. And I think this was actually the first song that kind of came up. And I think this is something to where a lot of us are guilty of. We kind of fixate on one song and we don't really deep dive into any other songs from them. So I'm not going to lie. Part of me is actually kind of curious to actually maybe deep dive into this band that we're going to be taking a look at today. That band is Fight. And apparently this is the band that Rob Halford kind of left Judas Priest to start this. And this was the very first song that I listened to, and I'm actually kind of surprised. Why did I not deep dive into the band Fight? Because, like, this is a banger song. So we're going to be taking a look at that today. So this is Fight, Immortal Sin. So let's go hit the stage and let's check out what we have. So yeah, we're all kind of set and ready to go here. So this is the band Fight and their song Immortal Sin. This is easily one of my all-time favorite songs I've ever listened to. We gotta check this out. Dear God, this is it. Like, this is grunge, but this is like the metal grunge that was around at the time. And it's like there was grunge bands that was kind of more like, you know, your basically your, you know, Nirvana.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Whatever.
But there was also other bands that was like, they were keeping it metal. I want to say this was like one of the first, because like I never really got into grunge, but as I gotten older, like you would just learn about one band or one song, and you would just kind of like expand from that. And I think this was like one of the songs that like, I guess I had like my opinion on what grunge was, and then it's like I discovered there's almost like it almost feels like it's its own genre to some degree of like, you know, like metal grunge. I will say that about this particular song. I played this song so many times, both just the song and the music video. I don't know why, but I think this is just a me thing, but I actually kind of hearing like this really raw metal like vibe. Like, I dig it, but now all of a sudden we're actually like seeing kids now, and I don't know why, but my mind just goes, I want to separate these two. Like these should not exist. I think it's because mentally I look at kids, I see hope, I see optimism, I see like everything that should be good in the world, and then it's like here's like this, raw, aggressive, like violent, you know what I mean? And it's like I want these separate. These should not be. So I'm not gonna lie. I know this is just a me thing, but I feel like shit just looking at this music video, because it's like I don't want to be listening to like some really raw metal music, and then it's like I'm just seeing like kids at like a at like a daycare and stuff, and it's like I want these two separate. Visually, this looks so badass to have kind of like a more like bluish light and then have like a red light. He also could be wearing Halford could probably be wearing contacts here, but visually this looks metal as hell to see the glowing red eye. And oh. God, it's just so hard. It's heavy. The percussions, there's just nothing I don't like about this song. Like, everything is perfect. I love Halford's vocals. I think it works perfect for this particular song. It's just the timing, everything. Like, everything is just so beautifully done, and it's just, this is really good.
It's Immortal Sin. the wrath that burns like a buried flame.
I thought that delivery was so perfect.
It's immortal sin.
Love that guitar vibe, cause throughout the song we get like really raw and heavy, but to kind of have a like more like chimes and stuff, I really love that touch. So beautifully done. Absolutely love it. So good. But yeah, that was Rob Halford with his band Fight. When I first heard this song, like, it really kind of floored me. I was so taken back on how heavy the guitars were. And I think everything is just so perfect. I'm actually kind of surprised I never really went that far into the band Fight. I think for the new channel, it almost kind of feels like I almost kind of have to see if there's anything else in there that comes close to Immortal Sin. But anyway, this was just a song from a legendary vocalist. Rob Halford is a utter legend. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me today, and I'm going to be linking the song Fight, Immortal Sin down in the description below. You can also find links to support me and my channel. I appreciate all of those that do. And yeah, I'm going to get out of here. Born to lose, live to win. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
Yeah. This guy's dad must have kicked his ass when he was a kid.
With a crooked stare that conceals a lie.
What?
Choked on a love that's judged from an evil
Yeah.
in a world of
Beavis, this guy would want to hang out with you.
Shut up, I'm a liar too.